this is really epic in here. I'm kind of nervous. My name's Dong. I'm going to talk about a project called Plus Pool, and the basis for the project was a really stupid realization that the city is completely surrounded by water. And it's a realization that took me 8 years to realize, that the rivers are not simply a border between Manhattan and Brooklyn. They're actually water. They're actually this incredible natural resource that we're neglecting. And it's a natural resource that in the history of New York, we actually used once upon a time for recreation. It's a realization that we used to actually use these waters to cool off in the middle of summer. You know, I can't really think of if anybody's lived here during the summer, which I'm sure a lot of you have. It gets gross, and it'd be amazing to be able to jump in the river. And the fact that, like I said, we're on an island, that, you know, these waters literally define this city, and we're not taking advantage of them. We're actually treating them very poorly, and for us, it'd be great if we didn't have to. But of course, at the moment, we can't. We can't really swim in these rivers. They're still fairly contaminated. Centuries of kind of industry and contamination have made it so that at the moment, the city is actually surrounded by water that you can't actually swim in. So our thought was, what if you could actually pick a point as a starting place to start cleaning the river? What if you could actually return some of this water to the public? What if you could actually just pick a small spot and clean it? And slowly, you'd actually clean the entire river and really start bringing back the river to the public, reclaiming the river for a public space. So this is our project. It's called Plus Pool for a reason. Quite simply, it's a floating pool that filters the river water that it floats in. It's basically a giant strainer that brings in river water, cleans it through the walls of the pool, so you're swimming in natural, real river water. It's a pool that's designed for everybody, which is why it's 4 pools basically stuck together, so that everybody can use it, all different kinds of swimmers can use it at once. And again, it's really, I think, for us about taking a piece of the river and giving it back to the public. The pool has the capability to clean over 1 million gallons of water every day and return that water cleanly back to the river. So in a very small way anyway, we're actually cleaning the river. Of course, how do you do that is a big question. It's, in a lot of ways, a wall of Britas. It's basically a layered system that slowly takes out smaller and smaller contaminants as the water moves through the wall of the pool. It's the first pool that will ever do this. We've been testing the filtration, and across every parameter that we've measured, we've noticed incredible reductions in contamination already. This one, for example, if you can read it, is fecal coliform. This is one of the most important ones that we have to study. This is literally human shit in the water. And the good thing is we've been literally able to clear and filter human shit, so that's positive for the project. And when it comes down to it, it's really just about carving out a place that's clean and safe, and you have the ability to swim and explore things underwater. And again, it's kind of extending the public space, which has been slowly moving back to the water, extending it not only to the waterfront, but out to the waterfront. And for us, you know, one of the big goals is we want to do this first in New York, because our assumption is if we can make it here, we can make it anywhere. And also, quite frankly, besides that joke, 90% of the world's largest cities are built on major bodies of water, and almost all of them are contaminated. And we've been getting a lot of interest from cities around the world who I think are really just into this very simple premise that the best way to start treating your waters better and understanding your water is just to get in the water. Find a way to actually connect with the water around you to swim in it. I think this idea has been, for us, is so simple and has brought to us an amazing collection of collaborators, some of the most innovative engineering companies in the world, cities, state organizations, private organizations that are supporting our project now, press from around the world that continues to follow the project, and probably most importantly, just an amazing collection of individuals who have literally donated and are following the project and wanting to make this thing happen. And at the heart of it, for us, that's actually what this project is kind of about, that individuals who want to make the city a better place can actually have a way to make the city a better place. So we're actually launching a new campaign soon, which gives everybody the ability to literally buy into this pool, to actually own a piece of this pool by buying a tile of the pool and sticking your name on what we think will be a major part of the future of New York, we hope, and being a part of making the pool happen. So we're a big part of Idea City, hopefully, and we'll be at Street Fest all day tomorrow. Come find us, can ask questions, and sign up to get a tile. Thanks.